know how many of you have looked at NDTV, Profit, NDTV, or read the news, or seen what Donald Trump posted, or what the H-1B issue, the fact that it's going to be tougher in the near term, at least if nothing changes, for Indian IT workers to go to the US. So the reason I bring this up is that already with artificial intelligence, with so much changing in the digital landscape, we're not really certain about the outlook beyond the age of 45, particularly people in the software space. How do you deal with that uncertainty? Because you tie that with skilling yourself, upskilling yourself constantly, and investing in yourself early on. How do you ensure that you're not left behind?
I think first is even understanding what do you want to be upskilled in. If I had to really bet on certain industries or knowledge of the future where a lot of wealth can be created, I would say think about it as A, B, C, D, E. When I say that, I mean A, of course, is AI and artificial intelligence. B, I would say, is biotechnology. C, I would say, is crypto and blockchain, which is a wave which is going to come back again and very wildly so. D would be for drones and robotics, and E would be for energy transmission. And I think anyone today who has to pick on which industries to get into and where to upskill, if they just think about this and can possibly expose themselves to what is happening in these industries, maybe on a YouTube or on the internet, you don't need to do an expensive course about it. At least it will put you in the right mind frame of thinking on what are the skills of the future. And that could be a great start. And you mentioned H-1B, right? And what's happened today, for people who may not have read the news yet, is that yesterday President Trump of the United States mentioned that for all H-1B workers in the US, the US is going to impose a fee of $100,000 annually that the employer would have to pay if they have a foreign employee. Which means, can you imagine, for every Indian who is working in the US at a Microsoft, at an Amazon, these companies would have to pay close to 88 lakh rupees every year just to hire Indian talent. And 71% of Indians are part of that H-1B, which essentially means if this really goes through, a lot of very talented Indians are going to come back to our country.
Which is a good thing, and there are opportunities as well. So that's